All right, friends, what's up? We're back. We're back. Oh man, universe handing me the second trade twice. The question is, how do I play this? I guess I just play it, right? We don't need the full intro song. Not for the afternoon stream. Let's just jump right back into it. Oh, I'm gonna follow some of these people. I took the short at the top of the box, and I am doing it again like I did earlier today. Let's get some rundown to the bottom of the box. Okay, tap resilience. Oh, hold on, guys. What's up, y'all? How you doing? Okay, back to this, guys. Hold up. All right, here we go. Ready? Tap the box one time, tap the box again. Resilience here is better than resilience here. The pivot is stronger to the downside on the second time. We know that trick with resilience. What's up, friends? Don't forget to smack the like button. Smack it around. Love you guys having here on the afternoon stream. Our morning stream, obviously our bigger show we do, but the afternoon stream, you know, figured you guys still like having fun hanging out. Yeah, dude. They did the last giveaway dirty. Wait, what happened? See, I have no control over how they give away the accounts or what they do. They just type a code on screen. You guys have to type it in and race it, right? Any advice on how to make $1 million in one day? Yeah, start with 2. Start with 2 million and lose half of it. There you go. And you'll end up with $1 million a day. That'll work. I could direct you to a lot of YouTube channels that'll help you do that. I'm bad. I'm so bad. I just kidding. But not really. Not really though. Really. I wouldn't call their giveaways lazy. I would call YouTube just sucks. YouTube is it's a streamer's paradox. Like you could bring 1 million people together, but you have like no way to really like interact with them It's really stupid. YouTube is just stupid like that. They never really built out like Twitch did. Twitch has a million different ways to an interactive community, giveaways, raffles, you know, they built a lot into that. YouTube never really was built for live streaming. And ever since it got big for live streaming, the losers at YouTube never really spent time like making it YouTube friendly for streamers. So here's how I can do a giveaway. I have to like get all these third-party apps that try to read YouTube chat. You have to type in chat to interact. It just reads the website. YouTube doesn't have like an API that ties into like bots that can help you connect to your community. It'd be so nice if you can just like type in as a moderator /raffle and then give away like, you know, pick and then choose 10 random people from chat to give something to them, right? You know, it'd be so cool if these modern streaming services thought of this stuff, because that's the whole core of the business. On my short starting to take off here a little bit. That's good. That's good. I hit it in 3 of my accounts, by the way. They put 4 codes to 1,200 people. I mean, here's the thing. It's a giveaway, right? You have to keep showing up and eventually you'll win. Your odds are going to be what they are, you know? They reward the fastest typist. Yeah, and if there's a better way to do it, they're listening, and they're listening to me, and I don't have a better way to do it. If you guys know of any better way to do it, tell us the idea and we'll do it. Kick is kind of nice when it works. Yeah. Yeah, YouTube's built their streams like TV channels with chat. Like, you can read chat, but you can't really do much with it. It sucks. You guys know iDoc. She's a Twitch streamer. So Twitch has all these cool, fun, interactive things you can do on Twitch. Millions of ways. Like, Twitch people can, like, go in there and, like, order you food from a wish list and deliver food straight to your house. Like, without... You know what I mean? There's, like, all kind of cool stuff that they have on Twitch. What's the box that you drew? Oh, it's just measuring the total move and how far the move is spanned in the distance. Like, when I draw this, it tells me. Actually, put this on the right. I can just see the numbers on where it's gone to, and I can just see very quickly, like, okay, this is 907 to like 19, and then the middle's here. It's just spanning a distance to the middle that shows me the range. That way I don't have to like move my eyes over here to the right to see like what the level is. Who's the other voice? What other voice? Is there another voice right now? I shouldn't be hearing other voices. You like the wheel? Seems fair. Yeah, like the random thing would be kind of cool. It'd be kind of cool if you just had like one piece of software that would just like randomly dump 20 names in chat instead of having to like spin a wheel and spin a wheel and spin a wheel. Are we gonna make any pullbacks this summer since most are expecting ATH now? Only if the trade war starts to progress in a negative way will we get the same, you know, downward velocity we had before. We saw this in 2018 or whatever the last trade war was. They would work together for a while, then it would fall apart. They work together and fall apart, and the market would be up and down and up and down all over the place. And that usually caused that turmoil, but now I don't see any mechanism other than that. Economic data is good. CPI is lowering. GDP numbers are getting better every month. Unemployment situation's not bad. Nobody's getting laid off. Job market's stalling. It's not booming yet, but that's because everyone's fearful of the tariffs, not willing to move too fast. And other than that, I mean, there's no bad economic data. We also left a recession in 2022. We also left a market crash in 2020. It's too soon in the recovery phase after a recession and a crash that were separated by 2 years for us to have any reason for people to crash again. Right now, the bond markets are completely collapsing because nobody wants to buy treasury bonds. Everyone wants to be in the stock market right now. This is perceived as a low over the next 5 to 10 years. I think in the next 5 years, the NASDAQ will be 30,000 in 5 years. I don't think we're coming down at all. Well, that's just me. So will we get a big sell-off like we had before? No, I think that's the only time this decade that we'll see a sell-off like that. That's it. Unless something becomes overly stupid and some bubble pops and we crash out. We already have the worst conditions right now. The market's rallying at all-time highs. We have quantitative tightening in the Fed. We have no rate cuts in the Fed. And despite all of that, the economic data is decent. The market has nowhere to go but up. And kind of is interesting to see that because I'm glad to see a nice tidy bull market. 2020 to like 2023 was just garbage trading. And then this last sell-off we had the last couple of months, nobody likes that. Trading sucks, right? But yeah. You like the wheel better for sure. No way all those answers are real, but people on that poll. Okay. Cool. Why are you so good at trading, bro? Awesome to see. Years of practice, I guess. You know, that's just how it works. Those are voices in your head. You should listen to them. They have good ideas. Reset stream and make it 1440. Oh, let me try it real quick. Okay, don't go anywhere, guys. I'm going to try something really quick for Simon. Let me see. So, I have to change on the YouTube side. It says the events... It says that the event is set at 1080p. So no matter what my encoder is set to, the event is locked in at 1080p. I don't know how I can change the event without restarting the event in the stream settings. So what I'll have to do tomorrow... Oh, there we go. There's my trade. Back to the same spot. I'm so fucking good at this. Sell off, sell off, sell off, sell off, close, and close, and close, and we're good. All right. 10K day today, boys. Let's do it. Aha. 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 And I did it again, and I did it again. So I lost 1,200 on my funded next and hit DLL, so I can't... So I have to subtract 1,200 from this. But 661, that's 83, 93, 10,000, 11,000 to 11,007 minus 12 is 10,005. I had a 24K day yesterday. 10K it was, and we did it. Nice job, nice job. Done deal. Just scalping the gap. Resilience was worse. We topped the top of the box. We know how that trade goes. My favorite setups to do. Resilience is deteriorating. One and done. That was a pretty simple setup, you guys. So we walked right up to here, right? And then the second time we tapped it, res was at a weaker spot. We always talk about this, right? Resilience deterioration shows a really good. The first time we tapped here at the top, right here. Res was there. Second time we tapped right off of the bond auction news, res was worse. And then we just fell right back to fill the gap again. I did that trade once, twice, 3 times. First time I shorted, I stopped down, took a loss, and hurled the start of the day along and closed out there. Won 4 trades, lost 1, 10K day, we good. Ooh. Ooh. What's that you're drawing on the chart? I'm just drawing indicators here. Went to the... Wait, you went to the bathroom for Evan? No. Well, you might get it now because like you're sitting here at the level. Call your pops at his job with the feds and share with him that good news of your green day. It's funny. Check cap down. Gonna go up again. Yeah, it probably will. Like, you never know, right? I've been scalping this box all day long, man. It's this been paying out, man. Can you manually calculate half gap lines? Yeah, it's the midpoint between yesterday's close and today's open. That was a clean trade. Timo, yeah, bro, it was, right? ES&Q divergence, that's your indicator, but yours also confirmed it. Great confluence. It was, right? Yeah, you had the divergence in the two indices. Really helped out there. What we got going on today? Okay, I'm probably done for the day because I mean I've made the scalp 3 different times. I don't know if I should keep doing it, but that was a good trade. Very good trade. Still holding one account, see if we can get the lows. Oh, Timo, let's go, bro. I hope you get it, man. You've been with it all day too, right? I mean, I don't know. You might get it. Today might be that big flush day that we get. Remember, we had that same day. If you're to turn this chart upside down, this is like Thursday upside down. You guys remember Thursday, right? Actually, no, this kind of was like Thursday all over again. Thursday was like this nonsense, right? We had this. And then yesterday was like this. Like we've had a lot of these days like that where the market's just giving you like tons of stuff to play with. It's 3 days in the last probably 10 days we've had some good choppiness. Like this has been fun to trade. Hope you get it, man. I'm not in it anymore. I'm hit max profit on my accounts. I would probably be holding a runner just because I could, but the this account here is at payout. These two are about to get paid out, and then these two I can't make any more on them. So Traderify direct to funded drawdown looks confusing. Basically, I have to reach the buffer. The max loss is a third of the profits. Nope. The max loss is the starting point of the account. So once you hit your buffer, if it's a 150K account, once you're back at 50K, Chris, 150K, that's where you stop out. Unless they changed their rules recently. I'm so far away from the buffer, I've never had to think about it, but hopefully they didn't change the rules. Do you want me to buy something home for lunch? Yeah. What are you getting? I'm hungry. I'll take something. These straight to funded accounts since February. Okay, so how to do it manually is you go to yesterday's close at 4, you go to today's close at 8:30, and then you just draw the box. This is for QQQ and S&P SPY. You can only do that in equities because equities are the only thing that open and close at that spot. To do futures, you just have to convert your equities levels to futures levels. So you have to calculate it in QQQ first and then convert it to NASDAQ by either A, looking at the chart to see where it is, or B, doing the cross multiply method. Yo, what's up, Pine Tree? Good stream today, bud. Amazing. Yeah, Thursday. Wait, what do I want? I don't know. Like, what's the option? Are you getting something? You want like a burger or something, or Chick-fil-A? Are you going in fast food, or are you getting something good? Because you're getting something good, I can always eat something good. I'm always hungry. Oh no, stream. What should I eat for lunch today? iDoc's offering to buy anything. We just had tomahawk steaks yesterday, so I'm kind of full when it comes to steak. Do they have like? I can do it like a burger, a Whataburger, or Chick-fil-A. I don't care. It doesn't have to be. It could be a sandwich. It could be a Subway. You guys know how much I love Subway and Subway clubs. Those are good. So this was last night. We went to this one of our favorite places. You guys check this out. Hold on. This is our dinner last night. This is an Italian food place in Houston called Zanti. It's like very upscale. And look what you got. Ooh. Look at that. Oh, tasty. And then we We brought this huge bone last night just because we thought it'd be adorable to watch Pickle running around with a bone that's like as big as he was. And he had a good time with it. Then he threw up last night. Yeah. And then I had this drink. This is it's plastic. It looks like it's metal, but it's like mango candy right there. It's a spicy mango margarita-ish kind of thing with a splash of mezcal, and it's got tahini on the rim, and it comes in a skull cup. So good. So good, dude. I love this place. This is iDoc's favorite restaurant. We go there all the time. But that steak, let me tell you what I love about this place. You guys go to like luxury restaurants, you know, like upscale restaurants all the time. You want the like 2-year aged Wagyu tomahawk, whatever, $400, you know, like for the big tomahawk. Zante, top tier, comes with a show. They light it on fire table side, $140. That's it. For 20 ounces, I think is how big it was. $140. Like, it's insane how cheap it is for your tomahawk experience. You get tomahawk at most of these fancy steakhouses, you're paying $300 or more for it. $140 at Zante, and it's absolutely fantastic. They do it. They just nail it. Had some like truffle pasta to go with it. It's a michelada. It kind of like almost kind of like it, but it's more like, and I say it's a margarita, but not really. It's got, because it has tequila and mezcal in it, but there's some other stuff in it that I can't recognize. But I describe it as like a jalapeno-y tasting, mango-y tasting margarita with mezcal. But there's some other, it's very tart and very spicy, and I love it. But the skull cup is what I do. And I keep telling iDoc she needs to take a big purse so we can steal it. Here's what I'm going to do. And it's just so I reset my karma for stealing something. I'm going to steal one of the skull cups, but I'm going to leave like $50 on the table. That way I cover the cost of it. I don't know how much they cost. They probably cost $5. But then they won't know. Then I get a skull cup, then they get paid for it, and then everyone's kosher. I wouldn't want to steal it outright. But I'd be like, can I have this cup? And they say no. I might just leave them. Here's $50. I'll go buy another one. I can just ask to buy one. Yeah, I'm just being silly, but I could probably ask them to buy one. But we had that conversation. I told her, I'm just going to leave money on the table if we shove this in your purse. She's like, no, don't do that. I was like, I'm just kidding. I'm sure they'll let me pay for one if I asked. The waiter takes the $50. LOL. Yeah. Can I explain how Tradeify's 150K payout policy works? You need to make 9K, or once you reach 9K, you take a withdrawal. So here's how Tradeify works. All you need to do is reach 150K. You need to reach your profit target. 150K profit target is going to be $9,000 the first time, with a 20% consistency and 10 days of trading, 10 active trading days, which means on the 2 consistency rolls, you need to make at least of the 9,000 for 10 days. You need to make 900 a day minimum to get it in 10 days. And for 20%, you need to make, roughly $1,800 maximum on your max trade, right? So you need to target about this much per day to get there in a reasonable amount of time. And once you get to 9,000, you can take out 3,000 of it. That's it. Once you reach 9,000 and you meet all these other rules, you can take out 3,000 of it, which leaves you with the remainder. Let's say you got 9,000 exactly. Now you got 6. Tradeify does this interesting thing. Payout 2 is a whole different game. This all goes away and you start over. Payout 2 is wherever you start from now is $4,500 profit target. It's a whole new game. Starts all over with 20%, 10 days the same. Okay. But now, instead of starting at 0 with a whatever 3,750 starting at 0 with a $6,000 drawdown, now you're starting with $6,000 with the $6,000 drawdown. So basically, whatever you have in your buffer after you take your first payout is where you start in your next account. So say that you had like $8,000 left over after you took your payout. Okay. Then now you start with $8,000 as your total loss limit, basically carrying forward. It's whatever your account balance is. If you have $8,000 left over after you got paid, you have $158,000 in your account. Okay. And then that's where your account size is when you start here. And drawdown is if you fall back to starting point, which is basically losing what your buffer was. and your buffer is your new maximum loss limit. So now you have to make $4,500 with 20% consistency and 10 days of trading, and you can't lose 8,000 and you bust. And so now once you get your 45, again, you take out another 3,000 and you're done. And as you carry forward, payouts 4, I believe, is when it goes to $3,500 per payout. And the third game is after you beat the second one, then the third one goes to $3,000 target with all the same rules as previous. And then you make 3,000 with 20% consistency. So you need to make less and less and less each time. And then once you get to the end, you just need to make 3,000 to get your $3,500 payout. So at the end, once you build a big fat buffer in these accounts, then you just make 3,000, take 35 out, make 3,000, take 35 out, and then you essentially balance and keep that account there. Has this market been difficult to trade this past month? No, dude, it has been the easiest month it has been in like 4 years of trading. And this is the easiest month since COVID. Last month was straightforward. Guys, don't forget, if you guys are out there trying to, use affiliate codes, we have one as well, Rocket Scooter, everywhere you go. Feel free to support our community and support what we build here at Rocket Scooter, all these cool tools and indicators, right? If you guys use our code. And at My Fun and Futures, we get the same discount they do. Every time on the show, they say use code YouTube or code whatever. Use code Rocket Scooter when they say use the code. It helps spread that around that people can use our code too. Give us some credit. We take the proceeds and pump it back into the platform to build stuff. Support the employees here at the company. Rocket Scooter has 23 people that work for it. So every little bit helps. You said there is no consistency there. With Tradeify, it's 20%. Where's the Scooter reference code? Rocket Scooter. That's what you type in. Like straight up. Way up at the top. Elite Trader Funding allows 5 direct to funded accounts. I believe so. I think that is the rule. Yo, bro. Hey, how you doing on your short, man? Timo. Loving the husband and wife dynamic between IDOC and Matt. Our little side commentary. Pretty soon. I'm pretty sure one of these days she might get the if you know what I'm saying. Get the a little bit there. We've been talking about it. Don't let her hear you though. Don't let her hear us talking about that. Bro, dude, you're short, man. I'm rooting for you, man. I knew you were in it. Let's go. Timo's a big winner today, man. He held a runner. I couldn't trade anymore. I'm maxed out, but he's going to lows. Let's get it. Gabriel, the best man. Yeah, of course, dude. Maybe we'll throw like a big party if anybody after, and then y'all want to come out and hang out with both of us. Maybe we'll just go rent like a party complex with like a bunch of houses or something and just let's go. Yeah, Timo, let's go, dude. I'm seeing you, bro. Looking real good. Yeah, I know, man. That's exciting, dude. Gotta love when you have like a, you know what I mean? You had a good plan. You had good confluence. You stuck with it. You rode the chop. That's good, man. It's a strong backbone you got there. A lot of people would have been scared out of all of this, and you kind of hung on, which is good. Good. Fortune favors the bold, as they always say. You proposed to your wife on your birthday. She never saw it coming. Took her out and relived our first 3 dates and popped the question. How cool is that? That's actually kind of cool. Look at this move off from a Z setup. Right rally point? Like this wasn't even an A+ setup. This was like, I mean, the second one was pretty good. This was more like an A setup, the second one. And the reason is because when you fail the redistribution zone, we teach this to you guys in the res class in the boot camp. If resilience is bad here at the pivot, and then you hit it a second time and resilience is worse, then it converts like a Z setup to an A+ setup. Because anything that fails where more stocks are rallying is certainly going to fail when more stocks are losing half cap. If resilience is getting worse, then each subsequent pivot is getting worse. And that's how we monitor that change. So today, right, when we hit, every time we hit this upper box, res was really good. And we hit it again and res was less good. And then we hit it again and res was less good. And we hit it again and res was less good. And we hit it again and res was terrible, right? Each time resilience is worse and you hit the box, it's more and more restricted. Bro, Team O, let's go. Minus 1,000 tick for anybody false internals. Yeah, that's your overshoot. That's your exhaustion probably, right? Every stock ticked down. Let's go. How much did you make, dude? How much to start watching the bootcamp recordings? Jason, is $20 every month to watch all 20 videos. So it's $1 per video. So basically super cheap. Yeah, dude, we made it so cheap because we didn't want to like burden people with expensive trading courses stuff. I think trading courses are goofy as shit. I think kids that sell them try to sell them and make a whole lot of money. We as a business chose to make our stuff at cost. We have the two people that work in the education side. They make our videos, they make our handouts, and the $20 covers their salary, and that's it. I don't make a dime off of the boot camp. And that was my intention, to make it at cost for us. So no longer, no. Oh, well, I'm capped out on trading. I can't do anything. Bullzone bottom on QQQ Inspire coming up. Timo, how much you make, dude? How much profit did you make? That's his big winner today. Held that short like a champ. Flexing them gains, boy. I love it, man. That's good. That's a good play. I mean, he's not even talking right now. He's busy watching the numbers go up. Deal. I love it, man. We have A+ setups down here and here, but there's really nothing to touch. S&P monthly hedge pressure is the most nearby pivot. The most nearby pivot that could be taken. This is the bounce point, 6014. Just over 1,500 on the runner account. Let's go. Nice job, dude. What a killer, way to spend the last 20 minutes of your day. That's pretty good. So MHP could be a bounce. Just to demonstrate, I could probably snag along right here at this level. But again, I'll be over trading. I've already maxed out on most of these accounts here. Just to trade on hedge pressure. Is that, oh, that's not the account I wanted to long it in. Well, fuck it, whatever. Okay. Demonstrating hedge pressure bounce. This is just A+ setup here. I'm kind of hoping we get that all day. Where's my little drawing tool? Oh, there it is. That's the bounce point. Got that A+ today. Anybody out there like got balls of steel like me fucking long in hedge pressure? Let's go. Not that I can tell you what to do with your money. No investment advice here. But let's see if I can get something good. Again, probably a terrible idea. One contract. Probably back holding this. Let me do a let's do red line really quick. Hold up. I jumped in before I knew the level, but let's do it. Where did we fall from? Nope. There she is. Oops, that's too far. Here's your IRL. There's long to IRL. Yep. Let's tap it. Oh, dude. A+ fucking setup. Let's go. I got in two accounts. The one on the screen, one off the screen. Because the one on the screen isn't the one I wanted to long in. One off the screen. Up 1,500. Up 2,000. Oh, up. Let's go. Let's go. Rip it. The one on the left is Nasdaq, one on the right is there. Just trade the red line, done. Easy peasy scalp. It could rally all day, but I'm over trading at this point. All right. It waited all day for the damn A+ stuff. All right. That's up a little bit more. Good deal. I made another 2,500 bucks there. Good deal. Okay. Now I'm done for the day. I'm really, really done for the day. I had some accounts that had some more wiggle room in them. Good stuff. Good stuff. I just traded the red line. I did that calc really quick. You guys know how we do impact lines here. I taught you all the class. All I did was I just traded pivot to pivot. That's it. Not for reversal. Just pivot to pivot on the scalp. That was clean. That was a very clean execution, in and out. You guys know the impact line trick. I taught you all that in the boot camp. I looked for it very quickly. You know, I'm looking for the non-overlapping. So I'm like, okay, no, that's not it. Like, that's not it. That's not it. That's not it. And I go, well, there it is. Right here. And there's that volatility expansion contraction. And we go all the way to the low side. So the anchor point, this is the run length. And this was the impact line is here. So 60.34 is the return pivot on this move. This last final exhaustion point. I just traded to run length, which is here. Just to scalp 10 points and call it. 60.34, and that's really the kind of retracement pivot on this last move here. Like I said, I can't make any more money. I'm going to bust my consistency if I can go any further than here. But I grabbed it on stream with ES, and I was like, but that's not the one I wanted to do. There was one account I needed to get a little further on, so I grabbed it from there. But essentially, this is about that range that I would be longing to. And then from here, if there are people that are longing this for the rest of the day and they want to, like, you know, bet that it does recover, I don't even care about that move. This was just such a textbook play. We all know that one. It's a MHP imbalance to rebalance, super easy trade. Basically there to the halfway point. That's it. That's all I needed to do. Yeah, well, basically, Cal, right. So anytime I take a quick play like that, I'm not betting on a reversal. I'm always betting on an imbalance point to be rebalanced. So this bounce point bounced right back to the imbalance here. So as soon as we fell to my hedge pressure level, I longed it right back to what's called an impact illiquidity pivot. And the trick is what you look for. It's the red lines you see on the screen. What you're actually looking for is you're looking for a period where the market is falling on a tick chart. Yeah, I use tick charts for this. The market falls and doesn't retrace half the distance before it keeps falling. So like this pattern I'm drawing here is retracing half the distance from each leg. Something that does this and then continues to fall didn't make it to the halfway point. So you find the spot where volatility just takes over and illiquidity is present, a complete sell imbalance. So sell imbalance starts right here. You can see it. We fell and then it barely retraced anything at all. It means that this is the important part where the sell imbalance actually took off. That's where the squeeze happened. So we take that sell imbalance point and you just measure where that starts to the bottom, and the halfway point is your profit target. And that's just my exit target for a clean, quick scalp. This was $2,500 in 45 seconds, right? I didn't have to do anything else. Let the rest of the newbie traders figure out what to do there. I long from there, close there. It's a super simple trick. I do long again. No, that's it. This kind of move I don't want to play off of. I could commit to a long for the rest of the day, but I've already maxed out. I can't make any more money in these accounts. I'm kind of maxed out, so it's on a tick chart. So what you're looking for is a seller buy imbalance. You see the evidence of that on a tick chart all the time. So a tick chart is not a candle chart where you're looking for highs and lows or wicks of a candle. You're looking for this on a tick chart. So it's a little different than a fair value gap because on a tick chart, you're looking at individual orders. You're not looking for candle highs and lows. A fair value gap would be like this low and this high don't connect with each other and they create a gap. So a fair value gap will also appear on top of this imbalancing illiquidity kind of move, illiquid move that we talk about. They will often line up. And the process is a little different because we're not looking at candles. So we're looking at order flow. It's a little different setup, but yeah. So in a fair value gap, right, it's dependent on the time, which time frame that you're on. And like in this instance, if you're on a 1 minute, an example for ICT traders will say like, okay, so there is a fair value gap like here versus here. Okay. And there's your gap, and the gap gets filled right there, right? That's how they would do it. And each candle that you pick, this is a 5 minute, for instance, will have a certain gap that goes with it. So what we're actually looking for is just a specific imbalance line. And the cool way about this is that they will somewhat line up around each other, but the pivot that I give you is where the volume will be. It's exactly where the volume will be. Let me show you something cool. So side by side, ICT stuff does very well when you mirror it with our stuff. The red line is so accurate. In fact, that's where the volume is. That's how good it is. It shows you where the actual liquidity will be. It's that pinpoint accurate. It's really good. I just explained a fair value gap without knowing it. I probably did. I actually started learning from like Tyler and Brian a little bit more about fair value gaps. I don't trade candle stuff, but you can see that the gap kind of lines up with an imbalance point, which is what we have, and a rebalance will find the imbalance point. So for like an ICT trader, I think they would say, as long as you are not filling this gap, your short trade is still good, right? That's how I think they do it. And theirs is about looking at candles, like the lows versus the highs. Again, I don't do the ICT stuff, but it's a similar kind of thing because both looking for the same thing. You're looking for a sudden moment where the market becomes imbalanced. And then you can say that this is the moment that the waterfall started. And then here's the balance point, which is just the middle of the overall move. And that's kind of what we're doing. And what they're doing is like, they're saying, okay, well, we have an equilibrium, and then the market shifts and then has another equilibrium. So if the equilibrium is placed in the two different places, there's a space of illiquidity between the two pockets of liquidity. And it's almost like both describing a similar thing it's looking for. It's like you're trying to find the same thing with two different methods, which both kind of tend to line up nearby because they're actually both really good methods, right? And I know people used to dog on the ICT stuff, but it's actually doing some of the same stuff that we do. And it's just using a kind of a more rudimentary method than looking at the order flow, which is what we do on a tick chart. You're watching the orders themselves rather than time candles. But I always thought it was a really strong method because a lot of people that use it do very well with it. And they're just basically finding illiquidity and liquidity and longing from a liquid spot to a liquid spot. And it's really good. How is Fund Next? Are they worth the try? They're really good. Yeah, Fund Next is good. Just right now, they're a little overloaded in customer support because they just had this big sale. But yeah, Rocket Skier and ICT close is a good sign. Yeah. I mean, candle, I don't believe in like candle stuff that easily. I don't believe in candle patterns meaning much because the fact that you get some flexibility on which time frame you pick, it's kind of hard to say like, which one's the right one, which time frame is the right one that's correct. So the difference is on a tick chart, it doesn't matter. A tick chart is time independent, so it doesn't matter which candle you pick. You're just looking where the orders are. Damn, all the way down to MHP today. Long at 60.14. 90% of days will close above. Do I want to risk taking any more? Which account needs to make more today? This one, right? God, the market's collapsing today. Didn't I say this morning my spidey senses were like tingling that we were going to get a big sell-off today? Did I not say that today? Did I say that this morning? I did. My spidey senses were just tingling that we would sell the news today. I don't know. I just felt it. I felt it. No insider, nothing. I just woke up thinking, man, today's got to be the day. Market's going to sell. MHP. I can take a long on MHP maybe. I can't make any more money. I'm maxed out. You're going to fuck my consistency up. All right, one. Just to demonstrate the fucking trade. All right. I actually would like to lose some money, to be honest. I want to lose $500. So keep selling off, okay? But I'll take the trade just to demo it, okay? We are falling to MHP. MHP is a really solid pivot. Just use a personal account, 0 DTE options. Oh, shit. I could do some options on this. again, this is falling knife territory, so just be careful. Nah, I don't want to trade this. With options, let's just let it fall. So MHP is here, and the market is completely dying out. Good. If I lose 500, I lose 500. I'm okay with it. If I go to SPY, we have a bull zone bottom nearby. QQQ, bull zone bottom nearby. So market's literally handing us A+ setups right now. Pretty cool. Be nice. Same story as before. Get that tick chart up and running here. That impact line is still there. Let's do another one. I mean, guys, what can I say? MHP is bae. Let's go. All right, same thing. Tick chart. We're looking for the imbalance. It starts right there, just down from there to bottom, middle. We're good. Stop making money. I need to lose some money. I've made too much today. Why me? I'll make me take these fucking accounts like twice as hard. And again, from bottom back to rebalance point. That's it. MHP long is a bigger up though. Got it. It's such a good problem to have, I guess, right? Stop making money. Jesus Christ. That's MHP bounce. 90% chance we bounce on that orange, so stop making money. So 90% chance we close above, not just bounce off it, but close above. Good. Okay, at least I demonstrated the trade, you guys. This one needs to lose a little bit. Or are we selling off? Because the stocks are selling off right out the door. CPI bumped up really heavy on the news and we opened up. Tech stocks were getting obliterated immediately from the get-go. Apple was selling off. Apple was finding lower lows within the first hour of the market open. Nvidia crashed really hard, rallied back up, started selling right at European close. And all the rest of your tech stocks started getting sold, hammered pretty good. There's some mild rotation into real estate. There's mild rotation utilities, some financial. And then that rotation wasn't really that strong. And then right after that rotation happened, tech wave selling happened number 2. And then the entire index was imbalanced to the downside as we watched all day on my stream that you had your, you know, this white line being below 0 indicated. I talked about this on My Funded Futures today, right? How many people here, it's your first time here, especially you came from the My Funded Futures show? When I explained the resilience indicator, it's so good at what it does. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it's amazing. You know, the market fluxes to this side of this box when this indicator is less than 0, right? Did I take a long? Yeah, I bought an MHP. Claudia, you know the drill. Every single time, take that long there, 200 bucks up. Dude, I'm up like 13K today. This is a huge day. Again, another big 5-figure day. I made 24 yesterday, which is crazy. I've gotten lucky the last 2 days. It's been crazy. First time here. You're up 23. Cal, let's go, man. Nice job. Nice job. I honestly am going to blow my consistency if I keep making money. I hate it. I demonstrated that trade for you guys. This is just spanning the range. And then, of course, you know, for somebody that is staring at this, I'll just take that scalp too. So from here to here, it's playing the range. MHP is a really strong bouncing point. It probably could rally all the way back up for the rest of the day. But honestly, guys, I can't make any more money or I'm going to fuck my consistency up. So here's the final tally. Somebody add this up and subtract 2,000 or 1,200 bucks from it. I don't know, whatever that is. Pretty good day. $28. These are all my Tradeify straight to fundeds, by the way. I haven't touched my funded futures one. I didn't want to play it with this shit market. And I did $1,200 drawdown to daily loss limit. My funded next, the one I traded on, didn't make it past daily loss limit. So that one is 14,360 minus 1,200. I made 13,160. RST, see you later, dude. Not bad, not bad. So I'm currently up $164,000 of Tradeify. Since February. So we're good. I should be going live like any freaking moment. Brett tweeted to me the other day, like live soon. That's what he said. He's teasing me. Brett's teasing me with it. So hopefully I get the call up one of these days. Nasdaq MHP is much further down. Nasdaq is a little further. It's closer to DD band. And again, two really strong pivots there. Down near the bottom. Man, dude, this was just such a textbook run up here. You don't have the same problems about making too much money. I can't. Consistency rules. They'll kill you. They'll make you... You have to trade so much longer if you break them. I can't make that much. I need to lose some money. How much in Funded Next? I've taken 2 payouts with Funded Next of roughly $6,000. And this account is currently up another like 4,000. So... I haven't, and the other ones I haven't really been trading. I'm babysitting them, waiting for better days. A+ setups only. Was there any news that caused a drop? Stocks are selling off all day. The index was rallying when it shouldn't be. We identified the bull trap on my stream this morning from an hour within the market opening. We were saying bull trap, bull trap, bull trap. Resilience, this white line at the bottom of the screen, is telling you the stocks are selling off from the start of the day. Nasdaq was just not having it while the Nasdaq was actually rallying. So it was an obvious bull trap. So I was shorting, and I very rarely short the market. People will tell you they never see me short. Tradeify has 20% consistency. How many MFFU accounts can you have? That I don't know. I don't know the max you can have with them. I have a live account with them. I only ever had one account with my funded. I had one expert account. You want to move to futures trading, but don't understand the consistency rules. So in prop firm world, it just basically, this isn't, consistency rules have nothing to do with futures trading. It has to do with prop firms. It's the prop firm game that everybody's playing. In real futures trading, there's no rules for yourself. The prop firm keeps you from winning too much before you take a payout. You can't accidentally win $1 million on a single trade. Consistency limits how big your trade can be relative to the total you've made. If it's 30% consistency, for example, then your one trade that you make can't be more than 30% of the total you've made altogether, or else you just can't take a payout. So make sure that you consistently trade big to get your payout. Those MHP longs today, paying out, guys. Paying out. God, I love our shit. I love our tools, dude. I'm going to tell you. This was like textbook and a half. Guys literally handed you, is it 3 for my funded futures? Okay. Like literally you had textbook resilience plays, textbook MHP plays. This was like such an easy day. Like you had so many cool things to play with. You had longs to play with, shorts to play with. What a cool day. I think like both sides of the trades were both here. You guys have fun from the boot camp. By the way, we started boot camp up in 2 Mondays. If you want to learn what we're doing, our little trader trading boot camp that we do is by far the best in the business. And it's $1 a class for 20 classes. It's really cool. You guys, here's the link to it. Check it out. Go read the reviews. 1,000 people have taken it. We made it $20 because we're not trying to sell a trading course. It's 20 days, rigorous training sessions every day for 20 days. And there's videos that are recorded. You can watch them. So 20 videos, $1 a piece. We start not this Monday, but next Monday. So we finish up the boot camp this week. Yesterday was the last class. We have 3 bonus classes and we take a week off. We come right back on Monday. You guys will have an amazing time. If you're looking to up your trading education, I know there's a lot of people out there that are like, you know, don't have a lot of income, but they want to get into trading. The last thing you should ever do is go pay some fucking loser on the internet $500 or $1,000 for some kind of trading course or Discord. For the love of God, don't. You know what I mean? So we're like, you guys want to learn, we'll teach you, we'll train you. You know, we're powered by Rocket Scooter, we're powered by My Fun and Futures. You had a lot of people backing me up to help train you guys and teach you how to trade. So we can do it for cheap, practically nothing. So we start over, it'd be fun day. Get better at holding, but 1-to-1 all day. Yep, good deal. Didn't want to short, but the longs paid right away. Amazing tools. Yeah, dude, Chris, bro, remember this morning I was sitting there, you were watching me sweat this morning, man. It was a tough thought. Shorting is always hard in this aspect, but when you're right big, right? You know what I'm saying? And we were right. Took plenty of shorts today. There's enough money for all of y'all. Yeah, exactly. If it doesn't cost thousands, it doesn't work right. If the kid doesn't have broccoli hair and a Rolex and Crocs with Croc charms that look like Ferraris, then you're wasting your money. If he's not on TikTok with 1 million followers, you're wasting your money. Trust me, bro. Lambo, like the Croc with the Croc charms that are Lambos. You know what I'm saying? Brocs and Crocs, no cap. Let's go. Yeah, Chris, I wasn't worth the sweating. I'm just forced to do it because I'm here on the stream. But yeah, I would have probably just put a trade on, put a stop loss, and gone about my day. Because the short, we could see the short a mile away. We could see it, right? But there's no guarantee it's going to play out, and it squeeze and squeeze and squeeze and squeeze and squeeze, and then we know we got it. So good for us. Rented private jet equals good trader. Yeah, exactly. Real traders eat at Arby's. I'm surprised nobody told iDoc to pick up Arby's on the way home. Watch her come home with a roast beef sandwich. I'll be so mad at her. It's honestly pretty sad to see so many people buying into the scam that influencers sell. They're just being led down a path of losing money. Yeah, like if you're going to watch or learn from somebody trading, make sure you can watch them trade. Like that's the way I always say. You guys can watch me do stuff. The DOM is on the screen. The P&L updates throughout the day. I post the final tally every day. You guys at least can verify for yourself if you like or don't like what I do. There's so much, trust me, bro, out there. And I like I said, these streams are free. You guys can learn so much just chilling here with us, you know? They don't charge y'all for this. From a new yacht every week. There you go. That'd be so, dude, you'd have the easiest way of becoming an influencer. Because you have like access to yachts and stuff. Bro, check out this new yacht. I'm on this 200 footer. That's right. You get your laptop up. You need the picture of your laptop with the ocean behind you, with somebody walking on a yacht serving caviar, and your feet are in the photo, and you got a martini in the photo, and then your Lambo keys are sitting next to your wallet on the table next to your laptop. Bro, right there. Your Discord will be a banger with that one photo, and you can take the photo yourself. Look at that, Chris. Easy monies, dude. You got that on every shoot. Let's do it. Yeah. That's funny. 200 foot is Uber yacht style. LOL. Chris is a yacht photographer, by the way. That's his that's where that joke comes from. He's like always making that photo happen, but for like maybe owners like trying to sell their yachts and stuff. Then pan to your books. There you go. Oh yeah, and then check out these 1,000 books I have. All this knowledge. What's your stop loss? Well, I can't give you investment advice. I use a stop loss of 10 points on my stops for S&P underneath an entry or underneath the strong pivot. And I give myself a 40-point stop loss on NASDAQ when I do my trades. But again, that's just me. In a non-volatile environment, I use that rule. In a volatile environment, I stop the distance of the largest 1 minute candle in the last hour is usually the stop loss I'll use in volatile days. So one of these Tradeify accounts qualifies for a payout. The one that's 555 that I can't touch. That one qualified for a payout yesterday. And I didn't even, there we go. MHP printing, baby. Let's go. Those of you, look at that candle. Look at that candle. 90%, 90%, 90%. Look at my screen. 90%, 90%, 90%. You can now swing trade on DTF accounts. I did not hear that. So ETF direct to funded, you can now swing trade, kind of like the diamond hands overnight. And traders can now have up to 5 DTF accounts. I did hear about the 5 direct to fundeds. So I'll look at the Discord today. So ETF, by the way, guys, we'll be doing some giveaways for these guys on Friday. They have a very awesome, big competitive direct to funded program, just like Tradeify. You can actually get bigger payouts there. And now you can get up to 5 accounts and you can swing trade it. That's pretty cool. I've never heard of a swing trading direct to funded account. That's a first. Why did I buy off MHP when resilience was negative? So resilience is not an advanced decline indicator. Resilience just tells you the pivot at here. That's it. If resilience is negative, it just means that's resistance. That's all it means, resistance. So resilience only matters right here. That's all that matters. So I could still long off of here with that being resistance. Also, if MHP resilience is negative, if that's what you're talking about, it doesn't matter. I long every single time, even if the stocks aren't there. It's one of the rules that if MHP resilience is disagreeing with the bounce, I long small. If it's agreeing, I long big. So in this case, it's a small long off of the long at the bottom. Yeah. MHP twice, dude. What a day. How cool is that? Yeah. ETF sounds like they're upping their game. Dude, ETF is like rapidly upping their game. When every prop firm out there, like Top Step and Take Profit and Apex is in future, what the fuck, Timu One, where Top One, where that shit is called, Timu One, we all call it, are all reducing their game, taking away from traders, making it harder, changing rules for the bad, fucking traders over. ETF is out here laying out the rules, trying to like capitalize on everybody's, you know, shit experiences out there. They're trying to capitalize on improving the experience for everyone. So they like ETF is like, you know, they're going for the kill. They're not even going for the kill, dude. They're going for the cremation, dude. They're trying to burn these people to ashes. Their rules are getting really good, really quick. They see the opportunity, and I don't blame them. It's there. There's a lot of prop firms that did it wrong. They took too much risk and they're struggling. Yeah, Kaizen's part of the team over there. Kaizen's been a big fan of our stream forever. He's been around for the longest time. Well, I mean, we go way back with the ETF guys. A lot of the team at ETF came out of the Rocket Scooter community, believe it or not. 2 really big people in their community side. One of them used to actually be my community manager before he went over there. So good peeps. I always stayed in touch with them. Yeah. That's cool that they revamped their direct to funded program. They revamped the static program. They're doing a lot. And the static program is the best in the biz. There's not a better static account out there. It's really good. If you like static, which static is a great account. It's one of my favorite types of accounts because there's no trailing drawdown. Static's a little pricier without trailing drawdown. That's why it's pricier. But I'm always in the mode of I'll pay extra money to get more rules out of the way. That's me. I've always been that way. Zero VPN rule. I think I heard something that they're allowing. They're being more flexible with that, but Kaizen can answer all those questions. I don't know everything yet. I'm so saturated with so much prop firm info. I kind of forget stuff. But it's cool that you can now swing trade your direct to fundeds. That's new and different. That'll help a lot of people that are looking to get into the game that can't day trade. That they can't watch this all day. It's very cool. That's unique. There's nobody doing that. You guys got rid of the VPN thing? That's cool. Yeah, there's a lot of people from other countries, or a lot of people that move for work and travel for work, that the IP thing really sucks if there's a company that IP locks you for, you know, preventing account sharing and stuff. I get it. I get both sides of that argument. It's like there's people that cheat the system, so they have to have it, but then it hurts more random people, because there's people that are just honestly, hey, I'm in a hotel this month for work. Sorry, you know, and they banned you for it or whatever. So ETF proactively got rid of that rule, which is good. I think it's good to not, you know, to let people be able to trade different places or whatever. Let's ride to the next resistance level. All right, who here is in a long trade right now, by the way? I'm not, I'm flat. I'm done for the day, but who here is in a long trade? Anybody here in a short trade? Just curious. I'm pulling people. MHP, gamma exposure. You can't like, I don't know. Like, I'm just so happy that, you know, I've got this every day in my back pocket. Looking to know exit point? What do you mean exit point? You're asking me? I can't give you trading advice, Elad. I can't tell you what to do on your trade. That's against the law. I'm not making a trade, so I'm not advising you guys on a trade. I'm just asking who's in a long. You got to come up with your own trade plans, brother. I wish I could help you, but I honestly, I can't, you know, the legality of such. But I mean, how do you normally make a trade plan? What is your R&R you do? Where's your stop? What's your profit target you want to go for? Why did you long? If you longed, you should know why you longed and where you're trying to long it to. What's your profit target? Okay. I longed because I want money. That's a good trade plan. You guys, yeah, somebody say join the boot camp. I'll teach you all that stuff in the boot camp for sure. Boot camp's my favorite thing I do. It's a passion project. I love doing it. You guys might think that, you know, me teaching a boot camp is some kind of like, it's not a revenue generator for us. I don't really see a dime of that, which is cool. It just proves that we love doing it. Boot camp is always free if you use the platform, if you're a Rock Scooter member. If you use our trading platform, the boot camp is absolutely free. It's a free service. Trader training is something you're very passionate about. I do it for free. If you're not using the platform, it's $20. So if you guys are using our platform, it's free. I forgot to tell you that earlier. Somebody asked about it. If you're subscribed to using our platform and our tools, bootcamp is free. So you don't have to pay for it at all. So that's kind of the cool part about it. I love doing it. Everybody knows, like, I actually am very present in the bootcamp. I answer questions. I love it. I love seeing people get better at trading. I love seeing people say, aha, I finally got it. I just love seeing that happen. There's so much garbage out there. I feel like people get a lot of help. You know, certainly it feels good just to hear people, you know, doing well with it, I guess. What's the win rate? What's my win rate? Let's go find out. Between 70 and 80% is normal. I trade with a very high win rate, but I have like a legitimate edge, so I'm a little different than most people. Come on, let's update. Okay, so this is in my Tradeifys, the 5 Tradeifys I have. I'm just gonna take a quickie snapshot here. This is for my Tradeify dashboard. 73.9% win rate over 506 trades. 506 trades since February. The profit factor of 1.6. So that's just from my Tradeify dashboard. That's the 5 accounts I'm babysitting on stream. Yeah. 70 to 80 is normal for me. And it's historically been 70 to 80 for many years. Even in bad months, it's still pretty good. My win rate was actually a little higher in the bear month we had in March. My win rate was closer to 76. Yeah. And that's 4 months of stats, by the way, and that's through that bear market crash shit we had. Yep. How frequently is the boot camp? We do it every 6 weeks. Usually takes about 4 weeks, and we take a week or two off, then we start over. Rocketeer is the best, thank you. For $20, yeah, dude, for like $20, right? And over the years, people have said like, why don't you make it like $100 or $200? People will pay for it. I'm like, I know they'll pay for it, but I'd rather them use their money in the market where you really learn. Like, this just is something that obviously, like what, I'm not just like Mother Teresa, like hopefully, if you guys use the boot camp and you like it, you'll buy the platform. There's a sales funnel there. Let's be transparent. If you like the $20, they call it loss lead item. That's my $1.50 Costco hot dog. There's the business model, big reveal. It's a loss lead item. It's an item that loses the company money, but hopefully you guys buy the platform. And the platform is already discounted on the website, Robert. But other than it being part of a sales funnel, clearly I love teaching and trading, trading people. It's something I really love. I just love doing it. I put so much effort into it. Yeah, add me on Discord, dude. Oh, I'm sorry. You're asking Christoph. Yeah, add him on the Discord. Alec needs some pictures on a yacht so we can start his Discord. I'm just kidding. Is bootcamp live only? It's recorded now. The videos are recorded. So you can watch them whenever. Didn't know if you can get the boot camps because the description says Zoom only. Does it? Let me go check really quick. Where's the description? Oh, wait, hold on. Let me change that description. That actually is an old description. Okay, yeah. I'm going to change that. That was actually to differentiate between two packages that we no longer have. One of them. Okay, I'm actually going to change that. Thank you. I didn't know that, by the way. It still said that. Let me go change that. It shouldn't say Zoom only. It should say videos only. Okay, thanks for letting me know. I'm just going to change that right now. Watch our recorded videos and optional daily Zoom call at market close. This was said that to differentiate that software was not included, because this is they were back in the day where people were confused as to like what was and wasn't the software. Okay, I updated the product. Should say it better now. There we go. Thank you for telling me that, Steve. All right, yeah, I changed it. Back in the day, people were like, because the bootcamp wasn't recorded, and it was like there was the software and then the bootcamp, and one of them was like, no, this is Zoom calls only. This is software and Zoom calls. So yeah, I'm changing it on air. LOL. Yeah, it's different. I just changed the website. You can go see it now. It's updated. Marketplace is cool if you guys never browsed around. You guys might have only gone there to buy my stuff, but I mean, we haven't really put a lot of effort into marketing Marketplace yet. It's still like in the final development phase, but I built a WAP killer. Like, I'm gonna completely destroy WAP because I'm gonna give away what WAP does for free. So I have all the same stuff. I have Discord bot, I have host your courses, book your one-on-ones, everything. You can host your business on our marketplace. And I'm gonna give away my Discord bot for free and not take, and I have a ton of trading vendors that run their business through us already. Yeah, so, but you know, WAP wants to take a % of your sales and WAP just sucks. So I'm gonna undercut them to 0. Make a better WAP. Yeah, dude, watch WAP just supports scams and garbage service, and their bot doesn't work half the time. So as soon as we're done with this, I'm gonna go get some private equity money and then market WAP to the ground. Or market WAP into the market myself and put WAP in the ground. That's what I'm trying to say. That's my next cool project. So we'll see. Wish me luck on that. I have a cool feature. So in our website, what's different than everyone else is a marketplace. We do business owner and influencer profit sharing. So any inorganic traffic that lands on the site that buys something, we take a cut. Any traffic you bring to the site, we take a very small cut. And for Discord, we take 0. Now, the thing is that if you're an affiliate for somebody else and you bring somebody to the marketplace and they land on the marketplace, but then they naturally go buy something else, you as the affiliate will get a cut of that sale. So you profit share with everybody just by bringing traffic to the website. It's a unique idea that nobody's done. So an example is if I do all this effort to bring you to a website to buy something, and then you leave and go buy something from someone else, I get credit for that sale naturally to the back end of the website. So it's natural profit sharing, where it's a Nash equilibrium. The other seller has made a sale that they otherwise wouldn't have had a customer. I've delivered them leads and I get a cut of their sale. So everybody's a natural affiliate on the website for organic traffic. And without even having to think about it. So if you're like, use my code, go to the site, buy my product, and you're like, oh, well, I like this guy's website instead. Let me join his Discord. He'd give me a cut of a sale. And that natural profit sharing was built into the back end. So it's kind of neat. I pitched it at a few pitch events. I've got a lot of people who are interested in it. But I'm still building all the final features of it before I really put the money into marketing it. We told our friends in Wall Street, our friends in finance, got about 50 big name vendors in there already with their stuff on it. And I'm just going to do, I didn't even build it to beat WAP. I built it to be a better marketplace. And I was building it at the same time WAP was building theirs. The problem is that, WAP is just very basic feature, not really balanced for traders. We were building a trader marketplace where the platform's incorporated and vendors can actually make their own indicators using RocketScript and then sell them in our marketplace on our platform as well. So I actually we actually wrote our own trading coding language called RocketScript. So I built a lot of stuff in the last couple of years. So created RocketScript coding language to make indicators with. And that's, like I said, we're staffing up this year to be able to do multiple things with the company. So solid day for you. Nice, nice, nice. $15 days is a lot of days. Oh, if you're talking about but here's the thing, Chris, if you're talking about the payout schedule, 15 days for $5,000. That is how most straight to funded programs are. So the difference between straight to funded versus any other type of prop firm is that straight to funded will have a schedule that you have to trade X number of days to get. They all will have it. There's not a straight to funded that doesn't have it. It's part of the straight to funded model because you're able to quickly get funded. So they have to make you trade longer to prove it. But think about it like this. Just like going to another prop firm and having 5 days of eval, then 5 days of trading to get your payout. They just put the 10 days or whatever up front in the straight to funded. Now, the difference is with ETF, you can take 5,000 every 15 days Tradeify is 3,000 every 10. So if you multiply them out every 30 days, you can get 10K with ETF. You can get 9K with Tradeify. Think about it like that. RocketScript is a PineScript variant. It's a JavaScript based trading language, similar to PineScript, except ours is using server code and database access on server side. So it's a little more complicated than PineScript, but it's very similar to PineScript. It has a lot more that it can interact with than just the trading charts. So an example is PineScript just interacts with the candle data on the chart. RocketScript can interact with the candle data on the chart, can interact with information in the database, such as hedge pressures, other indicators. If I have a super secret indicator that I've written in RocketScript, it's written in server code. I can elect certain variables like hedge pressure, monthly hedge pressure as outputs that are now server accessible, so that you writing your own indicator can call hedge pressure into your code as a variable as well to your own indicators. So if you were writing an indicator and you called it like, I don't know, like I'll make up a name, like Apple, you name it your Apple indicator, and you have a variable called Apple, and it's calculating like all these things together. And it's just, you come up with a thing, you call it Apple, and you're like, I'm going to let this be an output so other people can build off of my stuff. And then you can elect that to be an output. Other indicators can just automatically, that name is reserved as the variable that nobody else can use globally. And then if you use that variable, you pull that value in. So I created RocketScript is a way for people to build indicators off of each other's tools, because you guys are always saying, I'd love to build my stuff off of hedge pressure. Well, I can't necessarily hand you the hedge pressure source code, but I can give you hedge pressure output as an input to your own indicators. And so that idea was to allow people to build off of each other's stuff, variants of each other's work. So hopefully you guys like the way that sounds. It's like what PineScript should be. Yeah. Well, I mean, and that's all done. It's just not released yet. The timing isn't there to release this yet. The business isn't ready to handle that yet. Right now, the goal is to finish the platform to a certain degree, get more features into the platform, which we're working on now. Finish our tools in the platform, which is the backtesting stuff that we all want to see. And then right after that, phase 2 of Marketplace is to obviously raise some money. Like, I'm talking like money, like 20 mil, 30 mil kind of money. And then try to push out with marketing it and really getting this out in front of people. But I'm always let you guys see like the project of where it is and progress I made and stuff. Building out Marketplace for about 3 years now. And I'm working on it daily. Am I hiring for customer support? I probably will be at some point. Once we start, getting bigger with this. Right now, we're pretty cool with where we are, but we probably will be. If we expect a massive influx when we start marketing this marketplace, we'll have to have a really solid customer service team. Yeah. I always love the idea of people collaborating and building stuff with each other. It came from the problem that I have of all these smart people were like, I wish I had hedge pressure to play with. I know you can't give me the code, but and they're always like manually trying to grab the number and working it into their equations. And I'm like, can't I just make it to where I can make hedge pressure accessible to someone else, and then they can pull it into their calculations, build their own algo, build their own whatever. And then I was like, probably, I don't know, early on development of the platform was built with that in mind. We were always, doing all this stuff. So all of our indicators are actually done on the server. Everything that's on the platform is actually broadcast to the platform from the server. All the lines, all the levels, D bands, hedge pressure, resilience, all of that's actually streamed to the platform from the server. So none of it's calculated on the platform anyways. I'm a walking prototype of that whole model. I'm now grabbing that stuff on the back end and pulling it to the front end. And so with RocketScript, you should be able to write off of our own tools, your own stuff. And anyone else that wishes to write something and allow access to, they can. Somebody that coded hedge pressure, for instance, could say, or somebody that wanted the code on hedge pressure, for instance, could say, hey, Matt, I'd like to get hedge pressure for my indicator. I can say, I'll sell you a developer's license for $500 a month. And you can use hedge pressure in your own calculations. So that vendors could create stuff and sell their work as accessible, like for a business license. Somebody just wants to make a tool, allow other people to build on it. They can sell a developer's license for it. Pay me $500 a month. You can build as many tools as you want off of it. And now vendors can get credit for what they've made. They can share their work with each other securely and safely. Yeah, so I'm a busy boy. I have a lot of big ideas. I have some options what I could do with Rocket Script and all this technology. The question that I have right now, and I'm telling you guys honestly, is where I want to plant this. Do I want to keep pushing and developing a trading platform itself, or do I want to finally just incorporate our stuff and our technology into another platform? Hold on. You're watching the stream where your wheels started turning when chat mentioned this? Oh, no. I love my projects, man. I put a lot into it. So the platform was a cool project. The marketplace is a cool project. Oh, and it's clean too. Like what I really love about our marketplace is it's just super clean. It's super easy to find everything. Community services, how to become a seller. And then, you go there and then you just pick somebody at random. Like there's Minx and her service. And then people can list their stuff. You can buy their products. You can have deals, all kind of stuff. This is us, leave reviews. All my socials are there. All my reviews are there. You can see that I have different products. I have different deals. This is an automated deal. This is half price. And then after the first month, it gives you the product for $159 after, and it's all automated. So you can create deals on the fly and stuff. So as a vendor selling something, it's a really nice place. And it's not even isolated to trading. If you have any kind of business, all you need is a Stripe account. You can set it up here. Do I have a degree? Right there. Yeah. I got a degree in chemical engineering. I was specializing in reaction engineering. Yep. You think I should work with the Project X dudes? Yeah, so Project X did what we did. They built a platform on top of TradingView's source code, which is what we did. And yeah, like it would be like if I went to, because I'm so spread thin right now, I don't know if I want to compete in the platform business of TradingView white labels. I'd much rather incorporate our tools into a Project X or incorporate into maybe Tradester when Matt gets his platform off the ground. The idea is I can certainly go build all the API connections, all these brokers, and then get in and start competing with all these guys. But in reality, the core of my business and our businesses are tools, right? You don't need our own platform. We had to have our own platform to showcase our tools. But nowadays, with a lot of these platforms, we can try to build, connections via API to link our server to their platform and then save a lot of steps. The goal is to have us being able to trade our prop firms inside of the same platform the charts are on. That I should probably start working with one of these other platforms instead, right? When stocks and index are about to act independently of each other, big C, that's resilience. That's what it's designed to do. Resilience, the three lines at the bottom. NASDAQ is at the very bottom. S&P is above it. That's telling you the stocks and the index are kind of working away from each other a little bit. If I continue to develop our platform further, it's just such a saturated market. Our platform serves a purpose of giving you our tools. It also serves a purpose as a shell for other people to develop inside. And the two ideas I have is to continue developing our platform, or B, put our technology in someone else's platform and use theirs as the shell and marketplace. You know, I can always get a Project X or a Tradester or something, a working way like that. That way they can develop the platform, and I've got the internals, and I've got our tools, and I've got the source code and all that in the marketplace connection. That way I'm not building both. Work with NinjaTrader? No. NinjaTrader's platform is horrible. Wouldn't do that. But Project X is not a bad idea. I don't know why you'd say thumbs down, but NinjaTrader has a Project X is like us, right? They can build anything they want, but NinjaTrader's platform is just not that good. It's not web-based. You know, you need a web-based platform. You're wondering how Matt's platform is going? Yeah, it's going pretty well. Like, I always thought about, like, I've met with him a couple of times to give him the idea of, you know, can we more work together? And a more ideal situation for me is to not develop marketplace and platform and tools and platform. It's for me to give the platform to someone else and me develop the tools and the marketplace around it. And so now some of my good friends out there, like Matt and other people, are building platforms. And I'm like, okay, and there's a bunch of people. My Funded Futures, Trade Century is a platform. So there could be a day when Rocket Scooter is now incorporated into someone else's platform rather than us continuing to build our own. And it would feel the same to you guys. You wouldn't know the difference. You'd log in. It would just be powered by someone else. But the reason for that is they can be building things for the platform simultaneously. We're building stuff to use in it. It sucks that we're kind of like, can we get alerts to the platform, but can we get better, you know, can we get automated features, hedge pressures? And it's like, we got two different pathways to go, and it'd be so simple if we were just developing the tools inside of one. Oh, but even so, Young, we can't even work with Ninja if we wanted to. Ninja doesn't work with other providers. They're very, even when Ninja wasn't, oh, actually now they sold to someone else. Even when Tradeovate was Tradeovate, right? It was by itself. I was friends with Ryan. I was friends with Tom. I mean, sorry, with Rick Tomzik. I chatted with them fairly often in the early days of Tradeovate. And when they closed their API, and Brian as well, you know, he's their tech guy. And when they closed their API, they just didn't work with anyone else. They were basically prepping for that merger. And they don't do third-party connections or APIs anymore. That you can if you wanted to. And now that Ninja bought them out, the door is completely closed. And then now that other company bought them out, and now their door is completely closed. Tradeovate is dead on the vine. I mean, you close the door to developers, everyone else is going to go past them, yeah. So, TradingView is OG, not replaceable. Well, Project X is built on TradingView, just like we are. We're built on TradingView. So they're both powered by the same TradingView and guts. You know what I mean? Project X API only allows second, minute, hour, day, week data. Doesn't offer tick chart. That's a TradingView limitation. That's why, David. TradingView's white label doesn't come with all the things native TradingView does. We don't get tick charts the same way. We'd have to build our own thing to get that. I like Tradeovate's platform, yeah. But Tradeovate doesn't allow you to do much with it. You can't connect in, you can't connect out. It's just its own, like, Tradeovate's like Apple, dude. It's like an iPhone. You have to use their platform and their charger and their everything. You can't, as a developer, it's not developer friendly. That's why I don't like it. I love using it as a user, yeah, but I couldn't put my stuff into Tradeovate. unless I worked on a very, very, very special project on the back end as a one and done for them. They'd have to go way out of their way to do it, and they won't. They wouldn't. They did it for Jigsaw and a couple other people that I know back in the day, but they stopped doing that a long time ago. Yeah. A CME group offered ticks. Anyone know? I think, well, data feed is offered in their own platform. I don't know if they do tick charts. CME does have their own little data feed. I don't know if they have a platform, I thought. You want tick charts? Thinkorswim is free. Open up a Thinkorswim account. That's where I get my tick charts from. Yeah, second trade MHP, definitely right here. So guys, by the way, I think today is Wednesday, right? Okay, so we did our lifetime sale on Black Friday last year. We did it for a couple of days, like in January of this year. And we're going to do it one more time because people are asking for it this last month. And we're doing lifetime $1,500 off, which we never do. And we won't do it again until November. So if you guys ever want to do lifetime, which is just a one-time purchase of the software, you don't want to do the subscription, this is the deal that we do to give it to you guys. It's $1,500. So it's only $2,500 for the software forever. One payment. This is the code. So if you guys are like, when you get out of your $200 a month payment or $159 a month payment or whatever, lifetime bootcamp, one-time software, $2,500. That's on until midnight tonight. So, and it's not coming back till Black Friday. So those of you that are like, I love Rocket Scooter, but you know, I'm paying $159 a month or whatever. It's normally $4,000. Now it's 25. That's it. So. Nope. Dave, no, it's all in one, man. If you use our stuff, everything's included. That's it. You have to wait till November. Well, if you think about it, like $160 a month, which is the current deal, normally $200. After 1 year, that's a year worth of payments, right? After 1 year, you break even. And the software normally is $4,000 for the whole package if you buy it outright. So. Hi. Oh, wow. AT&T sent a message. Hello. Storms happen. Don't let them disrupt your connection. With AT&T Fiber, internet backup is included, and you can stay connected at no extra charge. If your internet goes down, your wireless data can step up. Setup is simple. The Smart Home Manager makes automated backup effortless. What is this? If your internet goes down, you can stay up. Oh, I guess you can stay connected, tethering on your on your phone? I already do that. I don't know what they're talking about. Maybe it's some back-end thing. Cellular? SIM card kicks in. If I want to build something off Arcosy levels, what kind of coder do I need? The PineScript or JavaScript coder? Right now, if you're trying to build something on your own side, on your own area of your computer, right, on your end, just JavaScript. You need somebody to interact with the browser and pull information from the browser to make something in a new app for yourself, then it's all JavaScript. Get Starlink as a backup. I've been looking into that, by the way. David says separate box. Yeah, as a backup. Just scrape the browser, as Gabriel is saying. Yeah. If you want to take anything like our tools and write your own thing, which a lot of people here do. You know, we don't tell anyone to do that, but we don't discourage it either. Unless you're reselling the data, then we'll have a problem with that. But if you're like, I want to automate my own shit from Rocket Scooter, and you write like a browser scraper sort of thing, and you're pulling the information from our browser and putting it into some other program to trade with, by far, I'm cool with that, and there's no problem doing that. You just have to figure out how to yank the data from the browser and then incorporate it to something else. Or make a little browser extension for yourself that interacts with some other browser tab. You might have your trading view open here and it's listening to your Rocket Scooter over here, sort of thing. Can I please check oil? Oil's pretty decent, rallying nice and bullish, yeah. Oil's good. I don't have oil futures on here, but I'm looking at the oil, the USO here. Oil's nice and bullish and clean today. Looking good. Boy, what a day. Bull zone bottom, NASDAQ. How cool is that? MHP down here. D band down here. I would still be trading, guys. I just can't make any more money. Like, I would have been long the second time here. Y'all, this was such a great day. I'm not gonna lie. I had a really, really fun day today. I love every trade was just part. Even the trade I lost today, I lost with style, man. I was definitely sweating, but I knew it was gonna sell off. I was very confident. I didn't know, but I was confident it was gonna sell off. When I get Top Step funded, I'm not gonna lie, my Top Step is over here. I half the time forget to even touch it. $9R day, Chris? Dude. You didn't have a login for the CPI, but for 3R, even without that, was fantastic. That's amazing. Today, I'm not gonna lie, it shouldn't have been hard for a lot of people. Today was very straightforward. I mean, it was hitting lows, it was hitting highs. Everybody's pivots were playing. I don't know what you were doing, longing, shorting. Today was just candy. I think a lot of people had fun today. Unless you just decided to chase the long or chase the short, you probably got bit. But if you were patient and waited for your pivots, longs and shorts are paying out all day. Am I going to get an affiliate link for Top Step? They don't do affiliates in Top Step. Long, you're asking me if I'm long right now? I'm not long right now. Oh, I appreciate you, Fred. That's really nice to hear, man. Thank you. All right. It's getting close to the end of the day, you guys. I'm going to take off and get out of here. We always kind of cut the stream out a little bit before close. This is now Wednesday. We finished all of our boot camp classes. We have 3 bonus classes. We're going to take today off. We'll do one tomorrow, Thursday. We'll take Friday off. And then next week, maybe Monday and Tuesday, we'll do the final 2 bonus classes and then take the rest of the week off. And then we start over boot camp in 2 Mondays. See you guys later. Great day. 13,000 bucks, whatever. Good deal. Crushing it. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to use Rocket Scooter code everywhere you go. The more you guys use it, the more accounts we can get to give away. Of course, you support the platform, support development, support the marketplace, support everything we're building. We love you guys. It's really helpful. And see y'all in the morning. Adios.
Market spinning in chaotic haze. Rocket Scooter blast through the maze. Volume prediction shows the way. Leave the doubt and the fray. Liquidity map paints the scene. Hidden nodes like ghosts unseen. engineered